If you've got a small area that is full of moisture in the air and it's feeling humid and sticky, you definitely want to check out this ToLife dehumidifier. This thing is the perfect size for a small room, like a bathroom, a closet, or even like a little travel trailer, something like that. This is perfect to get that extra moisture out of the air. I really like this dehumidifier because overall it's just really pretty, and I feel like it just looks like a nice high-end appliance that you have in the room. So it has different settings that I wanted to show you, and then I'll show you just kind of how it works. So one thing that I like is it does have this really pretty like honeycomb design here, and when you have it turned on, you get a lighted area here. And so it's just a nice subtle light. Let me turn the light off for you. You can see it's just a very subtle and just kind of gives a little bit of an ambience. And the colors just kind of rotate through multiple different colors. If you find a color that you really like and you want it to stay, you can hit the light button and it will stay on the color that you've just selected rather than rotating through multiple different colors. If you want to go to sleep, there is a sleep mode that will turn off the lights, and it's supposed to go down to a lower level and be quieter. In my honest opinion, I don't feel like it actually gets any quieter, but this is actually very quiet to begin with. It just sounds like an oscillating fan would. It doesn't add a bunch of noise. So the way that this dehumidifier works is it's going to suck the air in through the back. So you don't want to have this up against a wall. You want to make sure that it has a few inches where the air can go through and be pulled into the unit. And then it's going to push out the dry air from both sides here, and then it's going to collect the moisture in this bin here at the bottom. So when this is full of water, the unit will turn off on its own and the light will actually turn red so that you know it needs to be dumped. And then once you put it back in, it will recognize that it's now empty and it will turn back on. So this does have like the auto shut off is based on this little like floating plunger thing here, kind of like a toilet has. So when this gets full of water, it pushes this little lever up, and as soon as it's up completely, the sensor on the inside of the dehumidifier recognizes that this is completely up, and it will turn the unit off, turning on that red light. So this actually holds quite a bit of water. It's like, I think like it's like 95, 100 ounces of water. And so once it's full, you're just going to empty it into the sink, put it in your plants wherever you want, just dump it out and then put it back in. So this does have a nice handle on it, so you can easily move it from room to room. And it is not very heavy at all. Even whenever it's full of water, it's not that heavy. And so if you're just looking for a dehumidifier for a smaller room, this is definitely a great option. I think overall, I love how it looks. It looks just very sleek and modern, especially with this design here. I'm very, very happy with this purchase. So if you're looking for something like this, I highly recommend this one.